What's going on, everybody? This is Devore. You are listening to the Not for Debate podcast. We are live on Facebook and on YouTube. You can listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor, and all other major streaming platforms. Also, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button, and most definitely share. This evening, I'm not going to take too much of you guys' time because it's a big playing game tonight with the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers. Most highly anticipated play-in game with huge playoff implications, and also I feel like it's going to be a big, huge momentum shift when it comes down to the NBA MVP award. Talking about Steph Curry, but before we even get into that, I know on Saturday we end up having the discussion about video games. The recent release of the Mass Effect Legendary Edition, honestly. For those, I'll probably say this generation now that are listening to the pod currently, I'm not like Mass Effect. I don't play shooter games like that, but Mass Effect is where it's at as far as storyline, RPG, shooter. It is where it's at. So I would highly recommend the game. I'm like constantly playing it nonstop, all three games, all in one package. You get the majority of the DLC. I should be getting paid to be doing this advertisement because that joint sounded smooth just now. But most definitely, Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Highly recommend the game. It is phenomenal. I am extremely addicted to it as we speak. But go ahead and just jump into the first topic at hand. I know we haven't really discussed the Deshaun Watson a lot on the pod. We were just kind of like waiting for it to see how things would turn out. But considering the fact that Deshaun Watson decided to post up a workout video for the first time, posted something in general for the first time since March 16th, which is 3 months ago, excuse me. Obviously, he's under investigation for the sexual misconduct allegations. For the most part, his lawyer, Rusty Hardin, has been doing most of the communication as far as from the Deshaun Watson camp. But honestly, by him posting up the workout video, my honest opinion, I really think that we're getting close to as far as being as closure is concerned as far as these cases. You got to have some type of, I'm feeling like Deshaun Watson has some type of confidence, like they came down to some type of settlement where he can move forward with football. And obviously he's not in the clear yet. We still have the NFL conduct policy suspension looming if they end up finding something on Deshaun Watson. But if I was to pick, I'll probably say if the most, it'll probably come down to being 6 games, if that. So it got me thinking for a second because now, because I think if there's definitely going to be a trade that's going to happen with the Deshaun Watson, there's definitely going to be a trade. There's no way I see him staying in Houston. But the teams that were on the table, that were allegedly on the table before the NFL draft, were the Carolina Panthers, the New York Jets, the Miami Dolphins, the Denver Broncos, the San Francisco 49ers, the New England Patriots, the Chicago Bears, and the Washington football team. Now, since the draft, honestly, if we're looking at it, I would probably say the New York Jets are off the table, considering the fact that they drafted Zach Wilson. I'll probably say the 49ers are off the table, considering the fact they drafted Trey Lance and they still have Jimmy Garoppolo still on the roster. The New England Patriots, possibly, considering the fact they just signed Stidham yesterday. They still have Cam Newton on the roster. They drafted Mac Jones in the draft. The Chicago Bears taken off the board, that considering the fact they drafted Justin Fields. So currently sitting right now, we are looking at the Washington football team, the Miami Dolphins, and the Denver Broncos, and possibly the Carolina Panthers too as well. Even considering the fact they have Sam Darnold, you never know what they're going to do. If to be completely honest with you, any team would want to have a Deshaun Watson. But just real quick to go over the numbers, considering the fact that we haven't had a Deshaun Watson conversation in a while. 4,823 passing yards, 33 touchdowns, and only 7 interceptions. Only 4 quarterbacks in NFL history have passed for more than 4,500 yards, 30 30 touchdowns and fewer than 10 interceptions. And that has been Peyton Manning in 2004. He ended up having a 12-4 record. Aaron Rodgers in 2011, they went 15-1. Matt Ryan in 2016, they went 11-5, and now Deshaun Watson with 4-12. Now it gets you thinking, considering the fact that the other three quarterbacks that I have just mentioned on this list have all had winning records with these amazing stats. So it gets you thinking, like, for real, if the Houston Texans actually had a winning record, like, how amazing would the Texans actually? Well, excuse me, I take that back. If Deshaun Watson was playing for another team, for example, let's take the Miami Dolphins, just as a biased example, but let's take the Miami Dolphins with their 18 interceptions this past year. Obviously, the Miami Dolphins will be a Super Bowl contender. Bear with me a sec while we welcome in G Money into the pod. G Money, what's going on, man?
What's up, brother? How are you?
You know what it is. It's the play-in night. You know, we just get this out the way real quick before we sit down and watch this game. You know what we do.
Yeah.
But we just real quick going over Deshaun Watson's latest post as far as him working out. Currently, we're just thinking, as far as the numbers are concerned for Deshaun Watson, two teams that could possibly be still on the table right now for Deshaun Watson. Honestly, it would probably be the Washington football team, the Miami Dolphins, and the Carolina Panthers. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that real quick.
I think those are good picks. I think that he would fit well with Washington. I think that would be an awesome pick there. What's going on? Like, are they talking about trading him, or is just rumors as of this moment?
Well, currently, right now, it's just rumors right now. But considering the fact that Deshaun Watson has posted up a workout video today, I'm under the assumption right now that Deshaun Watson is extremely confident that he is going to be playing in the 2020-21 season.
Not for the Texans.
Yeah, of course. Obviously, not for the Houston Texans. I feel like that village is burnt right now. And as far as the asking price for Deshaun Watson, because that's usually the big conversation that needs to be had, considering the fact that we don't know what's going to happen with the NFL. Excuse me, the NFL investigating his case.
Right.
I'm going to go ahead and put a guesstimation out there that he's going to be facing a 4-game suspension, considering the fact that they may not find enough evidence for him to be able to be suspended for more than 6 games. So
I see 4 to 6 games. Yeah,
4 to 6 games. So I'm probably saying the asking price for Deshaun Watson is not going to be as high. So I would probably say
late first round, couple second rounds.
Yeah, about a first round pick, a couple second round picks.
Yeah.
Something like that. Now I wouldn't say it would be too steep, because at this point it's bad for the Houston Texans to keep him, considering the fact he already expressed his feelings of why he doesn't want to stay with the Houston Texans. So yeah, so you're going with the Washington football team.
I think that's the best choice. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I see that I can see a surprise team, maybe like well, no, I think Washington. I can't see any other team. The Panthers would work as well. But who's the backup for the Texans? Like when they get rid of him, because obviously they're going to get rid of him. Who are they going to get for him?
Tyrod Taylor is the current backup. Well, if Deshaun Watson doesn't end up playing in 2021, Tyrod Taylor will be the starter.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be completely 100 with you. And this is not a biased opinion at all. I'm just keeping it 100, keep putting all the cards on the table here. It's got to be the Miami Dolphins, because you can
but you're the same guy that said that he doesn't make the Dolphins a big difference. Like he wouldn't. Didn't you say that? No,
that wasn't me. That wasn't me.
Okay.
I feel like he would make a big difference for the Miami Dolphins if you add him with that defense of the Dolphins. Like, and plus, as far as the asking price is concerned, like I'm pretty sure Tua would be within the trade package, so you wouldn't have to give up an extra draft pick. So I'll probably say if I was just drawing up a Dolphins package, it would probably be a first and Tua. And then I feel like we should be squared away, considering the fact of what has transpired the last 3 months.
Hmm. Well, I'm glad that Shake is not on the show because he would be going at you. You know,
I'm pretty.
Dolphins fans, they're
I'm pretty
leaving
sure he
too.
would.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he would. But here's the thing with Miami Dolphins fans that I find it very, very hard to understand. What these guys is the fact that their love affair with Tua clouds their judgment. Now,
Right, yeah.
people fail to understand that there are 32 teams in the NFL. 32 teams are looking to improve their team. And if the Dolphins don't improve,
So of
or
course he would obviously add help to a team. Um, I think that the Dolphins is a good choice, but I don't know if they're willing to give up Tua. I think that they're going to ride with him. I don't know if that's really reasonable or not reasonable, like realistic, but I can see that trade. Tua in maybe a couple second rounds. I think that would work perfect for the Dolphins because they need a quarterback that's already experienced and that can get past those third downs and not drive down the field and kick a field goal after all those interceptions against that game. Yeah, I mean that game just you know what game I'm talking about. That was against the Chiefs, wasn't it?
the Chiefs, yes.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
believe a total of was it 6 turnovers that the Miami Dolphins had against the Chiefs, and they still lost.
Yeah, man. A lot of third down and not conversions, a lot of field goal attempts. And I think that I don't think I know that Watson would have at least got two of those back. Meaning that, when they were in the red zone, would have scored at least on one of them at least or something. But go all the way down there, get all those turnovers and this field goal after field goal. It's like it's draining, man. So I get you. I get you.
See, my thing is with Tua. Well, a lot of folks get this mixed up because we end up having this conversation on the regular
And
about
I'm not
Tua
saying he's a
all
bad
the
quarterback.
time.
He's not he's a good
Yes,
quarterback.
yes.
But
I just wanted I wanted to clean that up too because I feel like if people end up hearing the first part and then they be like, "Oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about." Let's cut it off. Now, the main excuse that people want to use is the injury to Tua. That's understandable. But
right.
we are just solely judging him off his 2020 season. We are not judging him as far as we at this point you have to just go off of what you saw, and we are going to assess moving forward as we go into the 2021 season. But clearly, Deshaun Watson is an upgrade. So for
Right.
you to not take this into consideration, you got to be a freaking fool.
I agree. I agree. I agree.
I'm just keeping it 100 here. Like if you are not taking this into consideration, what a Deshaun Watson could do for your team, not just the Miami Dolphins, you just go completely shut the door.
Yeah.
You're insane. You are insane. Unless you're the Kansas City Chiefs, unless you're the really outside of the Kansas City Chiefs, you really should be considering Deshaun Watson. That's just something that should be entertained. Maybe the Baltimore Ravens, maybe them,
Yeah.
and also the Seahawks, but maybe them too. But all the other teams, the other 28 teams in the league, 27 teams in the league,
They
definitely
should all.
yes,
Yeah.
including the
Yes.
Philadelphia Eagles, even though that's not going to happen because y'all
Yeah.
salary cap is all jacked up. I don't even know how you would be able to afford a Deshaun Watson after the
We wouldn't.
2021 season. So yes, most definitely that is a big, huge something that every team should want to invest in. Every team should want to invest in. But topic of discussion: the NBA play-in tournament. Did you want to go ahead and break that down for everyone as far pertaining to the Golden State Warriors and the Los Angeles Lakers this evening?
They're actually playing right now. So whoever loses plays Memphis because Memphis played San Antonio just now, like recently, and Memphis knocked San Antonio out. So at San Antonio is not in the playoffs anymore. So the winner out of whoever wins out of LA and Golden State plays Memphis, and whoever wins out of that gets the 8th seed. So whoever wins out of Golden State and LA gets the 7th seed. So right now, and then yesterday, the Wizards lost against the Celtics, so the Celtics locked up the 7th seed. So the Wizards are going to play the winner out of who is that? I think it's Indiana and I think it's Charlotte. I believe it's Charlotte. Yeah, Indiana and Charlotte will play the Wizards. So if the Wizards lose that, then they're out the playoffs. So that's it's. I know everybody is not a fan of the play-in, but I actually like it. Like I think it's a good dynamic. It's a little bit of excitement, but at the same time, only the Lakers really have a chance to go to the finals, even from the 8th seed. Everybody else getting swept out, beat down.
See, the vibe is that you just said it, that the Lakers are going to the finals no matter what. So everybody's just sitting back and just writing off the Washington, the Golden State Warriors. But like I said earlier, like we ain't gonna take too much of everybody's time this evening because I'm very, very interested in watching the remainder of the game. But
Right.
I'm very confident that the Golden State Warriors may end up getting this upset this evening.
I kind of have that feel too, but I doubt it. I don't think so. I think right now it's 9-2, and the Lakers are just missing shots after shot. But we'll see. This game it seemed very intense. It's like a playoff game. There was no handshakes. There was no high five. There was no smiles. Everybody's serious. Yeah, it's nice. It's going to be a nice game. I think that I can understand the feel of the Warriors winning, but I don't see the Lakers losing this game. I think they'll be all right. If they do lose this game, they still have a chance to get in the playoffs. So we'll see.
Right. So let me ask you this: as far as we've had the discussion about Steph Curry, and as far as the MVP conversation, he has been getting a lot of praise from the NBA players over the last couple of days. Do you think if he ends up beating the Los Angeles Lakers this evening, that it makes him a lock for the MVP?
But see, this is my thing. His reign this year has been just a 2-month thing. Jokic has been doing it all season. So I get the sensation of wanting to make Steph the MVP because he's been balling. But just for 2 months, he hasn't been doing it the whole year. So I think that they may give it to him, but I wouldn't. Like, no, he doesn't deserve the MVP. Like if he was doing this whole year, then yes. But the last 2 months, nah, it's not enough.
Let's be real here. Jokic got a fairly decent team. If we being completely 100, Steph Curry got a whole bunch of G Leaguers on his team right now.
That's true. So if he can take that team into the playoffs, that's a hell of an accomplishment. So I agree. I get the sensation of wanting, give him the MVP, but he hasn't been doing that the whole year. Not that he's been terrible the whole year, but he's been sort of mediocre, and he just started to build it up right after the All-Star break, just, playing great. So I wouldn't be mad if he wins the MVP, but I wouldn't give it to him. That's just me.
I'm just saying, he looking pretty sensational right now, shooting threes with hands in his face, coming off the screen. Man, there is nothing that Steph Curry can't do right now.
And it's even better because this year he's getting double and triple team, and he's still balling. So I get it. I just got to respect the Joker man in Denver. Like he's been, and then the main guy who handles the ball, Jamal Murray, went down, and he just stepped up more. So I think that he's been more consistent. That's why.
You know why I'm riding this Steph Curry train so hard is everyone that was a Golden State critic has always said that Steph Curry can't do it without Klay Thompson and Kevin Durant. And he's doing it.
Yeah, but he's always been doing it the regular season. His issue is
not like this.
His issue is the finals, actually, because even the playoffs he's decent. The finals is where he come on. How does Andre, no disrespect to Andre, but how does he win the finals MVP over Steph? Steph didn't play well that series, so Iggy basically won it for defense.
He didn't play. Yes, exactly. He won it for defense. Like he made the main play for him to win the MVP by stripping LeBron.
Yeah.
So how can you not give it to Iggy?
But no, that's not the point. The point is like you're supposed to be Steph Curry. You're supposed to go out for that MVP. Like where were you? That's the point. Like his mindset wasn't there. He was decent, but he wasn't he didn't play up to his potential. So his issues is the finals, really.
Well, that's fair enough, but we talk about regular season right now. Can we give my man the award? I can't give it to Jokic. The supporting cast in Denver is just too much for me right now compared to what Steph got. Like Draymond is not, like Havoc said on Saturday. Draymond is not the same Draymond
No,
that we seen in the past. Draymond is
he
just a
can't shoot at
body at
all.
this point. He's
Yeah.
just a body at this point. So basically, it's just Steph Curry and on and off Andrew Wiggins. Hopefully,
That's
Andrew
true.
Wiggins is on tonight. But it's just Steph Curry. But come on now, my man. Second player in NBA history to win the MVP award, scoring over 30. Excuse me, win the scoring title and scoring over 30 points a game. Last person that was Michael Jordan.
Mm. I think that oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I just wanted to hear you. I just wanted to hear your response to that because anytime that Michael Jordan is in the conversation, you gotta listen.
I hear you, but I don't know. I just think that Joker controls his team. Yes, does he have more supporting cast? Yes, he does. But the West is tough, man. Anybody can just get knocked out and killed because I think the West is it's always been more competitive than the Eastern Conference. So if you can get a higher seed in the Western Conference, I think that's a great accomplishment because everybody said Clippers, everybody thought Utah, people thought the Lakers were going to be on top, but the injury stopped them. I don't think anyone thought that Denver was going to be at the top seed, especially when Jamal Murray went down. So I got to give more respect to the Joker, man. I hear you on Steph Curry, though. I hear you. But I won't pick him.
Okay. One more thing before we end up closing this thing out, because again, I'm anxious to watch the rest of this game. As far as keys to victory for the Golden State Warriors, or if I'm not sure who you want to win the game. I'm pretty sure you want LeBron to win, but
I don't really care, but okay.
So okay, so cool. So keys to victory for the game, key matchup. Anything you want to add? You have the floor.
Keys to victory for the Golden State Warriors is to spread the ball around. The Lakers, they play good defense, but they just seem tired. And I just think that they spread the ball around and just play with intensity. I think they can win. Right now, currently it's 15-4. The Warriors are playing with more intensity. The Lakers look, very lethargic, very just like, okay, we're better than them, so we're just going to automatically win. That's how it seems like. They're not playing with any intensity. And so that's the key for the Warriors. Just keep up the intensity. But, this it's going to be tough for them because the Lakers can turn it on anytime they want. So we'll see. Oof, LeBron just bricked the three. Yeah, they're not playing good at all.
Oh, so LeBron just broke the three. Okay, so I was gonna say because I haven't even cut the game on yet, but I strongly felt like you're gonna have to get Andre Drummond off the floor somehow, as far as playing small ball or something. But you go ahead and get him off the floor because
Yeah,
I don't think the Golden State Warriors can handle Anthony Davis and Drummond at the same time. So they're gonna have to go small and run him off the floor, and then I feel like they're gonna have a chance. But you're just saying right now, currently, that the Lakers are just off. So
yeah, they're off. Yeah,
so
I think they should start Kuzma, not start, but play Kuzma more and put Anthony at the 5. When you put AD at the 5, I think they play a lot better. So I think that would work for the Lakers. Right now, they're just passing the ball. Okay, they got a wide open 3, and he hits it. So yeah, I'm watching the game. Sorry, but yeah, put AD at the 5. Take Drummond out the game. Just take him out the game because the Warriors are going to play small. That's the only way that they can have a chance to win.
yeah, I was gonna say like you got to take one of them guys out as far as Anthony Davis and Drummond. And Drummond, it seems like gonna be the odd man out, but that still leaves Draymond going to end up checking Anthony Davis, which honestly I think he's going to end up having some foul trouble if Anthony Davis end up taking him on the block.
I think Draymond's too small for AD.
Oh yeah,
too small and too skilled. Yeah,
yeah, he's way too small, way too small. So I feel like he's going to be in the foul trouble early. That's just a prediction. I'm not. How many fouls he got so far? Maybe it's a little bit premature.
Nothing yet.
Okay, nothing yet. Okay, any final thoughts before we end up closing this out? I was dead serious. I'm trying to watch this game.
No final thoughts. Just everybody be safe. Let's get the hell off this show because the board want to watch the game. So take care, everyone.
Okay, like I said, this is going to be it was like a 25-minute show. Didn't want to take too much of everybody's time. Like this is a big, huge playoff implicating game, possibly a NBA MVP to make a big, huge impact on the NBA MVP award. So
Right.
I really want to sit down and watch this game. But most definitely, be sure to listen to us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor. Be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe button. Most definitely share. This is Not For The Bay podcast. You already know what I'm about to do.
All
We're
right.
out of here, man.
Later.